Alright, so near Grants, New Mexico, headed up the road towards Mount Taylor, which I know is one of the largest mountains here in New Mexico. And there's all sorts of minerals in this area, including uranium, garnets, topaz, and I think that's really what we're after today. We're looking for bugs in rocks, but it is a wet day here in November, 40 degrees, so I don't know what we're going to end up doing, because it's not the best day to be out getting wet, but it's always nice to get out. So that's what's up for this morning. Well, it's a miserable day for climbing up a mountain like this. It's raining pretty hard, so I'm not really gonna go for the break the rhyolite stuff, which is this is all about breaking rocks and seeing if there's crystals inside. I tried it for about half an hour, and you just get soaking wet. My club members are working hard at it, but I'm gonna go check out another site near. So this is now the Zuni mountain area near Grants, and this area has a number of abandoned fluorite mines. So I'm gonna head towards a fluorite mine, and I've been there before, and usually there's some nice stuff in the tailings, but I've gone from rain to heavy fog now. So we'll see. This area has a lot of national forests, but it also has national monuments, national parks, so you have to be aware of where everything is. And it's often the case to go to where you want to get to. You need to go off-road a bit. In this case, I have to go through this gate, and I got some four-wheeling to do. Alright, well, this is it. This is the main vein, and it's been abandoned for many years. However, you can see they dug down like 30 or 40 feet, and then somebody's come back and filled it in here, which is good. There's big beams up here, and as you look around, what they dug out of there, the tailings, are what I'm going to be focused on today, because I'm not going to dig, but you'll see right away that there are nice stuff. So you can see the fluorite vein right there, the cubes right there, the purple. And it looks like all fluorite there. I've worked this vein up here before. There's a vein right there, and this is what people are pulling out before they're cleaned up. It's nice purple fluorite with the big cubes. Sometimes you can get really nice big cubes. This is a very nice piece, and just going through the tailings. Yeah, these are nice pieces if they're cleaned up. You can get some really nice things just picking through the rubble. This looks like a really large piece right here. It is. Wow. Yeah, the sun is actually coming out. Very cool. Very good. But as I move through some of this rubble, and this looks like something. What's going on here? Oh, there we go. Look at that. That's got some really nice cubes in it. That whole piece is fluorite. Well, we'll set it aside, clean it up, and see what it looks like. That is the stuff that you never know. You gotta move some rocks and dirt to find some stuff. And I'm gonna move this big rock and see if there's anything under there. Coming. Okay. See if we find anything. Oh my. Look at that. That whole piece is part of a wall. Those are all cubes. All fluorite cubes. And that's the matrix. So there's a big piece. But they're kind of small. Pretty though. We'll keep looking. Yeah, we're going to give this a field trim. I've found that a lot of times the real nice stuff has to be exposed. So let's see what we can find inside here. There's a seam there, a seam on the other side. Kind of hoping that if I break it here, it'll open up a seam that's running in between both of those. Alright. And we got nice purple fluorite. Those are going to clean up. That's not what I was after though. I really want these big cubes here. So we're gonna see if we can break it right along there. See if it opens up a bunch of big cubes. Alright. Well, it's fractured. Let's see what we find. Okay. That's nothing. Nope. Nothing interesting yet. Alright. We're going to try one more time. See if we can get a fracture along the fluorite. The fluorite's weak, so it tends to break right along that seam. And then you get cubes on both sides. Alright, there we go. That's exactly what we were hoping for. Look at that. The cubes were weak, and therefore it fractured right along on both sides. So there's nice fluorite on both sides of that. That's probably worth keeping. It's a nice big piece, really dark purple. And it needs to get clean. That's a pretty big piece of fluorite. Looks like there's another seam right here. I'm going to see what happens. Oh, beautiful. Exactly. So that whole thing was really fluorite. And the cubes aren't very strong. So it fractures fairly nicely along those planes. Those are nice. And that unveiled a lot of nice purple. So I'm just gonna dig through tailings for a little while here outside the pit, the mine, and I'm looking for very good quality at this point. I found a lot of nice stuff, but I'm looking for something special, and usually you have to work for those. They're the ones that already a number of people have passed over. So working is one way to guarantee that maybe it wasn't something that they would have picked up off the surface. But you never know. It's a trial and error, lucky thing. Actually, I get excited when I pull out a rock because you just never know what you're going to find on there. Oh, that's one's got nice cubes. Both sides. But we'll just hold on to that one for later. You just never know when you're going to get something special. And that's nice. And these never show much until they get cleaned up. But you can see all the cubes. It's got cubes on this side. I can feel them, but I can't see them. Except those this side. And it's the treasure hunt part of Rockhounding, where you know there's probably something in here, but you just don't know what you're going to find. There's more nice cubes. I do want big cubes. I would pick up a rock that had cubes bigger than 1 inch, because those are a little bit rare. The small cubes are not as rare, but they can still be very nice. See that whole wall there, that face there is covered with cubes, but they're just small. Also the dirt, again, keeps it purple, so when you dig you find often more colorful rocks than something that was exposed to the sun for 100 years. I've heard a lot of people talk about how they actually like this part of the rockhounding. It's very relaxing, kind of meditation. You just sit here and dig, and listen to the nature. I'm listening to the rain right now. It's patting on my hood, and it's very nice. Let's see if there's anything here. Nothing special. I really enjoyed being out here today, even though it's hailed on me and rained. I don't know if you can see it, but there's a rainbow over there. The landscape here is gorgeous. Having cactus. Yes, these are juniper. Those are some pine trees. And again, the sun's back out, even though it's still raining. So I turned around after spending some time just walking around, and look, there's a beautiful rainbow. That's always a good sign, right? The New Mexico Badlands or not, this is not Badlands. The New Mexico forests are just so gorgeous. Still raining. Just enjoying a breather. I think I'm done with my rock collecting for the day. It's funny. It's been raining so hard down here in the pit that I think it washed off a lot of the rocks that were down in here. Now suddenly, and also the sun, I'm seeing some really deep, beautiful purples that maybe have the classic just one more rock. Look at this. This is beautiful. That's very purple. Hard to turn that down. And I mean, I moved the big rock, so some of this was behind it. Oh, but it also got cleaned off, like over here. You can see here, this looks like it just got washed off, and it's very nice, very gemmy. They definitely shine when the sun's on them. This whole wall here, by the way, see if I can get it in the light, is a fluorite vein. You can see that whole wall has cubes. The ones not in the sun are pretty purple still, and the ones that have been out in the sun have faded out. There's a classic one that's been out for a while, but just one more rock. Now that I see them shining in the sun, they're very hard to turn down. So we'll look a little bit more here. I'm not doing a punch card, so I can take as long as I want to look at these things. This one looks very purple. Looks like it got broken, that's why it exposed those nice cubes. Let's see. Oh, there's definitely some up here at the top that are nice looking. Just small pieces. Small pieces are fun. It's fun to give to your friends. That's mostly what I use them for. There's a lot of fluorite. And let's see. Yep, so a lot of these are going to have to be cleaned up to see how really nice they are. And I hope I get that video not too long away before I have all the cleanup videos. Oh my gosh, that's a nice piece. Which is my intent. Clean them up at the end of a video so you can see not only the collecting, but how nice they look like when they're all clean. That's a very nice piece. There's some very big cubes on there. We'll add that to our review file. So, looks like I'll be here for a few more minutes. You know you're near an old mining camp when this is the type of
remains you see of beans and stuff. So I want to see if there's an adit that I've heard is up here. Yeah, so there is an old mine up here. There's definitely tailings down here. Again, I think it's all fluorite. Oof. Looks like this vein has been worked and filled in. But yeah, they still have definitely mineralogy here. We'll come to this Rockhound as well. And find cool stuff. Oh, there it is. Now, that looks like it's been reclaimed. Oh, here we go. Oof. What's it say here? Mine shafts and high walls, deadly gases, unsafe ladders. Stay out. Stay alive. Some bracing. Looks like some fluorite too. Not square nails, so not as old as a lot of mines. And right there, minerals were no worth it. Very cool. So they're following this vein for sure. But I was told there's a tunnel. I don't see it yet. I'll keep looking. So after a very wet day, this is what my backpack looks like with my minerals. And again, here we are, needing to wash up these minerals to see if there's anything. I'll tell you, looking at this, it'd be hard to say that that is going to turn out to be anything nice, but we'll wash them up in soap and water to start it off and clean it up. But that was a muddy day. So after scrubbing these down a bit, they starting to look much better than when they were all dirty and muddy. It's got a lot of fluoride in it. I'd say that's a pretty nice piece. Oh, some cubes coming off that are loose still, but a nice piece. Yep, some of them are still loose. It's just a big chunk, some nice cubes in it. Needs a little more brushing. Very nice. And of course,